You're sitting next to her, close enough to feel her presence. But something feels off. Not cold, just controlled. She laughs at your joke, a little too fast, a little too careful. Then silence returns, and you feel it again, that distance. Your mind starts talking. Did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? Or am I just imagining things again? Bro, what is happening here? And here's the truth you're not seeing yet. She might actually like you more than she's showing, but she's also trying hard not to show it. Not because she doesn't care, but because caring feels risky to her nervous system. You're not failing at love, and this is not a sign you're unwanted. Every emotionally real connection passes through this stage. By the end of this video, you'll recognize the exact hidden signs she's giving you and understand what they actually mean beneath the surface. Let's get into it. Most couples believe attraction is obvious, that if she likes you, you'll just know. But the real truth is this. Interest doesn't disappear when fear shows up. It hides. And here's the part no one talks about. Her nervous system is reading the relationship before her words ever catch up. Safety first, expression second. Most couples think distance means disinterest, but the real truth is emotional tension often shows up exactly when someone starts to care more deeply than they expected. When she likes you but feels emotionally exposed, she doesn't always move closer in a direct way. She regulates, she controls, she pulls back just slightly, not to lose you, but to not lose herself. And this is where things get interesting, because what looks like mixed signals is often mixed emotions she hasn't fully named yet. Connection becomes a push-pull cycle. One person reaches, one person hesitates. Not because love is missing, but because safety hasn't stabilized yet. And when you understand that, you stop chasing behavior and start reading emotional patterns instead. The controlled softness. She is warm, but measured. Most people think if she likes you, she'll be openly expressive. But most couples don't realize that early attraction often comes with emotional self-monitoring. Here's the truth. She feels something, but she's managing how much of it leaks out, because her nervous system is saying, don't overgive too fast. So she smiles, then pulls back slightly. She looks at you, then quickly looks away. Real-life contrast. You say something funny. Disconnecting version. She laughs instantly, then shuts down conversation. Connecting version. She laughs, pauses, then asks you something personal. One is performance. One is presence, trying to stay regulated. And when you notice this, you realize something powerful. She's not cold. She's carefully open. And that's when the space between you starts to feel less confusing and more human. The delayed reply energy. Here's the part no one talks about. Most people assume delayed responses mean low interest. But most couples misunderstand timing completely. Because interest doesn't always equal immediacy. Sometimes it equals hesitation. She sees your message. She feels something. Then she waits. Not because she doesn't care, but because she's regulating how much she shows. Her inner voice might quietly say, if I reply too fast, he'll notice. If I seem too available, I'll lose control. Real-life contrast. Disconnecting version, short replies, no follow-up energy. Connecting version, slightly delayed reply, but deeper questions when she does respond. And here's what changes everything. Emotional availability doesn't always look like speed. It looks like depth when she finally arrives. That's when you realize she's not absent, she's pacing her feelings. And when you respond with patience instead of pressure, something inside her starts to soften without her even noticing. The accidental effort. This is where it gets really interesting. Most couples think effort is always intentional, but emotional attraction leaks out before awareness does. She helps you, small things, random things, things she didn't have to do. But here's what nobody explains. Effort is often emotional overflow. Her system is saying, I want to stay close, but her words are still catching up. Inner thought, I shouldn't care this much, but I do. Real-life contrast. Disconnecting version, she ignores your needs unless asked. Connecting version, she remembers small details you never mentioned twice. Not louder love, not dramatic love, just quiet attentiveness. And when you see that, you realize something simple but powerful. People don't always confess attraction with words. Sometimes they confess it with effort they try to hide. And that's the shift where connection starts to feel real instead of imagined. The teasing loop. Here's the part most couples miss completely. Playfulness is often disguised intimacy. She teases you, lightly, repeatedly. Most people think it's just personality, but often it's emotional testing. How you respond to her presence without directly exposing her interest. Her nervous system is asking, is it safe to be closer? Real-life contrast. Disconnecting version, teasing that feels dismissive or sharp. Connecting version, teasing followed by a soft smile or lingering eye contact. Inner thought, I hope he doesn't misread me. I actually like this. And here's what changes everything. Teasing is sometimes just closeness wearing a disguise. Not rejection, not confusion, just unspoken connection trying not to scare itself away. And when you stop reacting defensively, you start seeing the affection beneath it. That's when tension turns into chemistry. The micro-investment moments. Most couples overlook this completely. She remembers small things, not because she has to, but because her attention is already partially attached to you. Most people think love is big actions, but emotionally real attraction lives in micro-moments. She notices your mood shifts. She adjusts her tone slightly. She checks in without making it obvious. Inner thought. I hope he's okay. I don't want to say it directly. Real-life contrast. Disconnecting version, generic responses, no recall of details. Connecting version, she references something you said days ago casually. And when that happens, it's not memory, it's emotional presence forming quietly. That's when you feel it. She's not just talking to you, she's tracking you. In a soft way, in a careful way, in a way she doesn't fully admit yet. And that's where connection starts deepening beneath words. The energy shift around you. You feel it before you understand it. Her energy changes when you enter the space. Not dramatic, not obvious, just subtle recalibration. Most couples miss this because they look for words, not shifts. But her body already reacts before her mind decides what to do. Inner thought. Oh, he's here. Real-life contrast. Disconnecting version, no noticeable change in tone or posture. Connecting version, slight softening, increased awareness, more presence in small gestures. And here's what nobody explains. Interest is often physical before it becomes verbal. She doesn't say it, but she adjusts to you. And when you notice that, you realize something powerful. You're not imagining the connection. You're reading it correctly for the first time. That alone changes everything. The staying near without claiming you. This is the clearest hidden sign. She finds reasons to stay close, but not obvious ones. Most couples think if she likes you, she'll claim it directly. But emotional safety doesn't move that fast. So she stays in your orbit, without defining it. She lingers in conversations. She delays leaving. She creates small extensions of time with you. Inner thought. I don't want to leave yet, but I can't say that. Real-life contrast. Disconnecting version. She leaves quickly. No lingering energy. Connecting version. She stays just a little longer than necessary every time. And when you see this pattern, you understand the truth. She's not unsure about you. She's unsure about showing she's sure. And when you stop rushing that process, something shifts between you. Space becomes comfort. Silence becomes connection. Presence becomes enough. This isn't about decoding behavior anymore. It's about learning how emotional safety actually reveals itself. You're not chasing signs. You're learning how to read presence. And when you understand this, you stop overthinking every interaction. You start seeing patterns instead of panic. This isn't a checklist. It's a shift in how you see connection itself. Because real attraction doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it moves quietly, carefully, beneath the surface. And when you learn to see it, everything becomes clearer. Love isn't what you force into clarity. It's what becomes visible when you stop rushing it. And maybe the real truth is this: the right connection was never missing. You were just learning how to recognize it.